Hey guys, I'm Sdanwolf. Welcome back to the channel. And we are, I didn't get a lot done for you this week. I think we'll hit on it more like with my Sdan After Dark rant tonight. So don't forget to stop by and check that video out. But, it's kind of like Frontier. I feel like I'm in a holding pattern right now. Like, I don't want to do a bunch. And like, I don't even really want to play until we kind of figure out what this next big update's going to be. Maybe what do they add to it? It's kind of like Frontier hit us with this really awesome tweet at the beginning of the week with the roadmap, and they're thinking about bringing in some themes from Planet Coaster 1. And sometimes with Frontier, like, they think a tweet like that buys them 3 weeks. It's almost like they run from momentum. Where if the way I'm looking at it is, it's like, guys, you have got everybody engaged again. Everybody's excited. Like, go ahead and build off that. Show us some videos. Show us specifically what you're thinking about doing. And here it is Sunday, and they've kind of went completely quiet on us since Tuesday. And that just sucks. It's like like I said, we'll go into it more tonight and get your all's thoughts about it. But that's just what I wanted to tell you, kind of like as the lack of progress on this build. It's kind of like it's just made me want to wait. I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm in a holding pattern now. I don't want to keep doing a bunch of this. And, a bunch of new stuff comes out that maybe I want to use or try. And, when you do a bunch of work like this, you're less likely to go back in and kind of delete a bunch of it and, start with the new stuff. I don't know. It's kind of like you would feel like this has been a big waste. That's why, like, I wish, if we had more information about what's actually happening, I would feel a little more comfortable about deep diving into this. But when I'm in the project, I'm still having fun. It's not it's not turned into a project like where you're building it just for YouTube content. The little bit of the end of Wilderness Springs slipped into that. Kama Ina, it's just a little bit different now that we have more information. We know more now than we did when we started this a few weeks ago. And it's just kind of, I just want to hold. I don't want to keep, throwing stuff out there on this with just so much unknown going on. So you'll see, I did a lot of work on the lobby. We've got this second pool started. I actually started an enclosed water slide on the Volcano, then kind of ended up dipping out of that. I didn't even do, then I put a drop slide into it. Didn't even record that part. Was able to do it really, really quick. But yeah, it's just like, it's just really a little demotivating right now, just because there's so much unknown kind of going on. This part right here, I thought looked better aesthetically, particularly from the air. If you would think that this type of resort would have probably a larger meeting space area, even if you could go out there and say maybe perhaps even a conference area, possibly a casino inside. There are a lot of things I think you could imagine as far as the grounds go, and kind of branching out from the actual guest room towers. I thought this would just be another good little jet off point out here to just kind of help tell the story of how large this resort is, and just how much stuff they have going on any given day as far as conventions go, and weddings, large corporate events, stuff like that. So definitely wanted to have a little off stretch wing out here, just so, it kind of, like I said, aids in that story that this is a massive, massive resort with a lot of things, a lot of different type of events going on. And then, too, like I said, with the pool, with the new pool, it kind of helps us start that telling the story of the water park, and we got to figure out what kind of slides we want to get in here. We're going to have a little open spot right here to the left of what you're looking at right now that's going to let people from this pool go up into the beach area eventually. So that's kind of what I wanted to do as far as the outstretching of the water park goes. I still want people to be able to have access to the beach if they're wanting to just leave the water park and not go all the way back to their room, or have to go a long path all the way back in front of the volcano. So we're going to have like almost little boardwalk areas eventually that shoot off to Kama'aina's private little beach area. And of course, I know a lot of people said, man, you are going to put some strain on your filtration system, but I figure there would be like a bunch of shower stations that lead in from the beach. And I don't want to say like you're forced to take to wash off, but I think we'll have signs up and stuff that just highly encourage, please don't bring sand and get it back in the pools if you can help it. Just kind of rinse your feet off and stuff as you make your way back into the resort. And I think people would be pretty understanding of that. Just a little shower stations. Did a little bit of a waterfall, almost like a Cascade Falls area right here with this first really proper swimming pool. Because the one over in front of the volcano's more like a wave pool. You're not really over there to necessarily relax and swim. That's just a really, really high action pool. And I don't think I did it on camera as well. I'll show you in the real time. I did like a little jettison, almost like a little island out in the middle of the pool, over of that pool. And I think it looks really, really well, kind of breaks up the pool, makes it, a little more mysterious. This part right here, what you're seeing right now, I ended up just completely ditching for a more straight up drop slide. And I just think it ends up looking better. We colored it orange to orangish red to almost make it look like it is lava coming out of the near the top of the volcano. So it ends up looking cool. This kind of looked a little derpy, a little adventure, a little action park as fast as the little test dummies were flying down through here. Even, going completely enclosed and doing the translucent tube here. It just still, it wasn't looking right to me. So I'm going to explore this idea with kind of terrain slides as we move further out onto the kind of into the water park proper area. And we also have to get back underneath there and figure out, we've got to theme underneath the waterfall, because remember, that's a giant indoor pool under there now, kind of like a giant grotto, if you will. And definitely need to get in there and kind of mess with that. People said that would be the perfect spot for a swim up bar underneath there. So I think we definitely need to try to make that happen. Like I said, I added some furniture. We've got some really cool pieces that I found on the workshop. They were actually, I think the person designed them as Western furniture, but they almost just look really cool in the lobby section of our little resort here. So jump in and take a look at that. And yeah, it's like I said, I just, I don't know. I'm just not 100% motivated right now. I caught this little bit of inspiration this morning and kind of wanted to jump in and just try out a second pool. But it was a little, I don't want to say forced, but just a little like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and back out because I am building just to be building. I was on the road all day yesterday, took a quick little road trip to Pigeon Forge. I need to get down and film in Dollywood as soon as it reopens again. Dollywood, it seems like it's opening up. The season is starting earlier and earlier every year. It's actually starting, I believe, like March 13th or something this year. So I want to get down there in the next couple of months and get some footage filmed just for, theme park, kind of like idea purposes. And I know a lot of you guys like to see the little Dollywood walk-arounds. Very, very fun, themed, charming park. So I drove in front of it yesterday, but like I said, it's closed. But always fun to kind of go down there and just hang out in Pigeon Forge and drive around and see what you can see. But anyways, let's jump over here to the real time. I'll show you what I did end up getting done and just kind of see what you guys think. And like I said, I might just have to pivot back to City Skylines and Prehistoric Kingdom for a little bit, just kind of while Frontier sorts out what they're going to try. And, you know, of course, if I get a random bits of inspiration, of course, I'll jump in and start on some slides and areas and stuff. But for right now, I think we really need to be thinking about pumping the brakes on this just for a little bit until we see what happens. So let's jump over into the real time and I'll show you guys what I got done today. Okay, guys, now here is how the park sits as of right now. You can see I've got the lava tower, like the little lava drop tower in that, you know, will eventually get a little set of steps that go up to that. But I just thought that looked cleaner and, you know, just more fun to actually, like, you know, if you're down here in your little chair, actually watch people come down that. If you're reading a book or on your Kindle or just relaxing or playing on your phone. And this is the newest little pool that we were working on that you saw in the video. And there's that little island. I love having like the shallow part of the pool start, you know, just in case you have little ones out here that you just want to splash around with and watch kind of, you know, bounce around. And then out here you can see the pool gradually gets deeper for the adults and the older kids and the teens. So yeah, and then of course, you know, we've still got a little like a shaded part of the island right now over on that side, but mom and dad can walk out here and just step right up on this and relax and watch the kids play or get down in there and splash around with them. So this is kind of going to be the buffer pool between the volcano and what's going to start some more slides and, you know, more parts of the water park as it expands down the beach and turns and fills in more of that area over there. And then a couple of you guys said we needed to frame up that glass. So I did that. I think it looks really, really cool with those almost like giant wooden beams. And then if we go down here actually into the lobby, you can see we've got some furniture set up now. Just got some couches, got some really cool tables and chairs in here now I found on the workshop. And I just kind of threw together a really quick, like cool chandelier. Like I thought those just kind of had an island type of vibe to them. So got the chandeliers in. Like I said, we got the ceiling framed in. Well, the glass panels framed in, letting in all that natural light. And then over here, kind of added the turtles to the elevator landing. Got the front desk. Got another set of just chairs over here. You know, people need, if they're sitting, waiting for people to come down to the lobby or, you know, waiting to check in, whatever. And this is just such a killer view right here. And the sight lines to the volcano and how the two towers kind of just frame it in. I think it's just so awesome how the outside just kind of comes right into the lobby. And then, you know, you can come right here to the edge and kind of look down onto the lazy river. Pretty large lazy river, you know, given the space. And then I've got to work on getting this connected again. I was kind of over here messing around. Look, there goes the fish. That is how I get the fish in the front desk. They're actually connected to that train that, you know, it'll eventually be hidden. But let me take you back in here to the front desk real quick, and you'll see them come by here in a minute. But I thought this would be really cool too. You know, like if you're standing there checking in, and there's this massive like saltwater aquarium behind the front desk. Here they come. So see, they are attached to the little miniature train. And it kind of runs through there, and it just looks like they're, you know, doing a circle around the tank. And then across the lobby, we've got like a tiny little lagoon with a waterfall coming out of the top of the rocks. And we also too, when I get more of this actually presentable and ready to go, we'll do an actual walk around down here. Cause you know, Planet Coaster 2, they have a little walk-around camera as well, where you can actually go into first-person mode and get down in here and see what it looks like, what it would actually look like for our little people. Lots of seating, lots of little, like little hidden passageways. This comes out to your next little pool area. So, yeah. Like I said, didn't get a lot done, but what I did get done, I feel was pretty substantial. Maybe might come home from work this week and just kind of start, hammering away at a new idea. May hold off until we hear more from Frontier. You just, you just never know with me. You never know how this is going to go down. I can tell you all I'm not going to touch this park, and then you could come back tomorrow and the water park be all the way out to here. I just don't know. But yeah, anybody that's new, this is our Kama'aina Lodge. If you're here and you've just kind of finished with your Wilderness Springs series, this is the second resort in the kind of like in our Planet Coaster 2 journey. And you kind of drive up. This is kind of like your main little drive up here. You can peel off to the right and go to the underground parking garages, or of course, if you need to come up here and kind of actually get checked in, then kind of pull up, get out, and then as you're making your way in, to go ahead and get registered and get your keys. I just think the Sightlines, I would be so excited just to get in here and kind of get started. But also too, with those pieces of furniture, we'll go ahead and jump in and we'll do a proper little shout out. And this is how they come. I use the rug from this little set. Very, very fun set. And like I said, this is the best set of tables and chairs I have seen on the workshop yet. Even have a little bit of silverware on that one. Very, very cool. And this is just mind-blowingly awesome. This is like a Western furniture, tavern blueprint set. And as a matter of fact, what we'll do is, let me show you those real quick, and I'll go ahead and pause it so you can get your share codes out. So we'll go to the workshop, my subscriptions. First one up is Loganer, 2QBF7W02B. So get you a shot of that. Very, very awesome little set. And then right here, Joran. Is it Joran or Joran? BTX-FG-R9XQ for this absolutely insanely well done table and chair set. So thank you, Joran. And what was that other one I was going to show you guys? I had noticed on here. Oh, Gatanera Western red light furniture. Well, I have used the red light rug. Yeah, there we go. 6MZ80H1ML. So you can grab up and make sure you give them a like and a good rating on that. Gatanero. And I don't know if I did this properly last time, if you guys didn't get to see, but my buddy CKM Car Designs, this is CKM share code for the Mercedes and some of the exotic cars and the luxury cars that are featured in our parking lot here. 87 QFT-MN3Z will let you pick up this awesome car design by CKM. So yeah, definitely will. And I gotta give Jay Ash a shout out. Anytime I see these barrels, I'm gonna use them forever now. But if you're needing some traffic barrels, hit Jay Ash up. It's probably gonna be one of my favorite workshop pieces ever. I just love the little barrels. But yeah, so that is what we are working with right now. Have not started working with anything out here on the highway. I think unlike, with Wilderness Springs, where we kind of had to cross the highway to start on the theme park section, we'll probably save the highway stuff for last. Because, we really want to get the water park going and, kind of finish out the resort and, just the beach area and just have a lot more awesomeness left on this but I just, you know, I feel we're in a little bit of limbo right now. I don't know how much further I want to take this, at least until we get that update 3, which I think there was a lot of misconception out there. They're not necessarily saying update 3 is not going to happen until the end of February when they do that direct. I suspect we may even get it before Valentine's Day. It's just, you know, the direct is always, the Frontier Unlocked is always at the end of the month. So I'd say we'll have our hands on that new update and they will go over it, you know, on that final direct of February. So I definitely wouldn't worry like we're going to have to wait until February, March for some of this stuff to start happening. I think that first update will be coming hopefully in the next 2.5, 3 weeks, you know. But anyways, yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know how you guys think this is shaping up. And of course, I will get this updated and we will get this on the workshop because I like how you guys are able to follow along. I don't want to like gatekeep this until the end because I just think it helps with engagement and I think it helps people coming back to the videos and, you know, just seeing what's next. So I like putting it on the workshop and letting you guys, you know, essentially follow along in real time as the resort's coming together. So anyways, guys, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump on out of here. And thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. And I'll catch you in the next video.